What's up, YouTube? And welcome back to another episode featuring your girl L. It's ELX Batty, you guys, and welcome to the channel. Y'all know about my videos and everything, so you already know what we're about to talk about. Again, this is Q&A part 2, right? So we going to be talking about, what do y'all think the topic's about to be about? Relationships. Did you see my reaction? Relationships. Okay. So we gonna dive into this thing with relationships. Cause I always get questions about relationships, y'all. It's crazy. Okay. Question 1. Is it great to be single? I can't believe somebody asked me that question. Is it great to be single? I mean, first and foremost, if you are single, I hope it's great. Because doesn't being single mean, doing as you please? Right? And see, I can contradict that too in another. Yeah, we're gonna see. It starts. We start talking about other things, but as gonna bring this question number 2. You see how that works? But if you are single, you should enjoy yourself. Yes, it's great to be single. When you're single, you get to do what you want. You don't have to hear nobody's voice. You can move and dive and do whatever the heck you really want to do. And it really depends on who you are. Like I said, that's why my last video was on self-worth. Because if you don't know who you are, you don't know your core values. And if you're single, I mean, it just kind of like doesn't work out for you, because it's like, if you don't know your self-worth, you're single, you're gonna mess up the whole entire thing. You're not gonna be safe out here. You ain't gonna protect yourself. You see what I'm saying? So yes, it's great to be single, obviously, but you want to still be cautious about what you do when you're single. I mean, obviously, you don't want to be out here wilding out. You see what I'm saying? You don't want to be out here wilding out. Okay, you want to be out here still being responsible and single. You see what I'm saying? You see how that works, And no, I'm not gonna give y'all my what I am. Yeah, I'll take a guess if I'm single or not. Take a guess, cause I ain't gonna tell y'all. Y'all figure that out for yourself. Okay. All right. Cool. So y'all are funny. Uh, so it's question 2. Can you be single while you're in a relationship? I mean, what kind of question is that? I swear somebody asked me that one question. She was like, "Well, if you are single, if you are single, I mean, if you're in a relationship, can you still act single?" I mean, okay, here's the thing. If you are in a relationship, you want to respect your partner, right? But you also still want to be yourself, right? So if you're in a committed relationship, you see the word committed. If the person did not commit to you, if the woman, if let's break this down. Okay. I come from a background where women aren't the ones to chase men. let's get that clear. All right. Men are the ones who go for what they want, right? So if a man has told you verbatim, said, "You are mine, I am yours, we are in a relationship," then you're in a relationship. I mean, if it's been came out of words, obviously you're in a relationship. But if somebody didn't verbatimly said that to you, then you're not in a relationship. Okay. And so I would take that as a cue for you. If you know that person and you already been with that person, you realize that, okay, well, if I'm in a relationship, I need to, excuse me, you guys, I had some good dinner. Y'all need to eat. But if you're in a relationship with someone, you just want to respect that person. There's just certain things that you just don't want to do, because not only does it bring unnecessary issues, but it brings drama for no reason. And if you're in a relationship, don't you want to be at peace with your partner? You know what I'm saying? Like, if that's the case, then you want to stay at peace. You want the relationship to be at peace, which means that if you're committed, then stay committed, right? Why would you say you're in a committed relationship if you're going to act single? If you're going to be out here just, dating or being with other people, seeing other people, hooking, whatever the heck you want to call it. Why don't you not be with that person then and go do what you want to? You see what I'm saying? That's why I see as though, like, if you are in a relationship, be in the relationship. Like, be in it, right? If you don't want to be in a relationship, then don't be in it and go do you, right? And see, I don't like that gray area type of stuff. I'm gonna be straight up honest with you guys. I don't like gray areas when it comes to relationships. Either you're with a person or you're not with that person. Either you're committed to that person or you're not committed to that person. That's just how it goes, Like, there shouldn't be no confusion. There shouldn't be no situationship. There shouldn't be none of that stuff, because, like, why waste your time? Your energy, your time is super valuable. You guys, time is money. I mean, literally, time is a currency, you guys. So it's like, okay, if I'm wasting my time, which I don't get back, with someone, and we're not even in a committed relationship, but yet you gonna be out here acting like you're single? Oh, please. Listen, that's the go. So, like, when you guys see that sign, those red flags of, oh, I'm in this relationship, but we ain't committed or whatever, that's your time to, if the man, ladies, women, baddies, because you're on my channel, because we baddies. I'm speaking to the women right now, ladies. For real. If a man did not say that he's in a committed relationship with you, he said it, not people around him. He didn't say that to you specifically, like, hey, I'm in a relationship with you. This is it. I'm with you. Bounce. There's no point, Like, even if you are dating that person, he still should be like, I want to be with you. My ultimate goal is to be with you. This is it. I want to be with you. Boom. That's it. That's what you do. Right? I know I went on a whole spiel. Males, men, my men out here, okay? Gentlemen. Hopefully y'all are some gentlemen, because chivalry, y'all, I always mess up that word. Chivalry's dead. Whatever, y'all know what I'm saying. Literally, Gen Z, y'all are messed up. See, like, thank God I ain't Gen Z. But for real, like, y'all generation, good luck. It's not pretty. It's not pretty. Like, opening the doors, the courting stage, the respect levels, it's just, oh my goodness. I don't even know what to tell you. That's a whole nother topic. Ooh, like, it's not good out here. But anyways, that's that part. So if a person, men, let me go back. Men, if a woman does not, her actions don't satisfy your taste or your liking to want to be in a relationship with the woman, then let her go. She's not. I know y'all men know if a woman's for you or not. It does not take you guys long to know if a woman's for you or not. It does not take you guys long. And I'm talking about outside of looks, because looks can change in a instant. We're not talking about looks right now. Yes, the looks bring it. The looks will attract, the woman to you, or the looks will attract you to the woman, right? But what's after that? Like, That's why it's about building in a relationship, right? Because looks will change. A woman can be 1 minute looking like this, and then the next minute she looking like, when times hit and you don't even know who she look like, right? You don't know. Women change. Women go through different cycles of their life stages, different things, right? But how do you know if that woman's for you? It's like you gotta do that searching of internally if that woman's for you or not. There's a big, 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 big difference, right? So you want to look outside the surface. I know y'all men, all y'all be looking at is all over. Right? I'm not gonna say anything else, but you know what I mean. You're all over, look, right? I get it. Okay, cool. That's nice. That's satisfying for you know what I'm saying, right? Because YouTube might, and I don't need that right now. But look outside the surface. That's the best thing I can tell you. Look internally and outside the surface, if that makes sense. I know y'all smart enough to put two and two together. There you go. Y'all are funny. But that's the truth. So if you're in a committed relationship, cool. Stay committed. If not, break it up. And I be talking about like marriages too, y'all. Like it gets so deep into it. Like I'm talking about like on a whole different scale. Like that's what divorces are for. Like why would you want to stay with a person? And I get it. I get it. I get it and I don't get it, but I get it, right? It's like at least for the men take the fall when it comes to divorces. It's so true. Men take the fall. I get it. Financially, men get screwed. That's why men are like, oh heck no. It's so funny, but it's so true. Men, ultimately, a lot of men stay in marriages which they don't want to stay in. I'm telling you, they just don't want to stay in. I know a couple of colleagues in the past that I know that have stayed in marriages, and I've heard it all. Right? Stayed in marriages is because they don't want to take the financial burden. They just don't want to take that hit. They're like, I don't even like my partner. I don't love no one, none of that. But because we got kids could be one. Because we got kids, right? And really committed to your kids, obviously, right? Yeah, I told y'all I've been yawning, but I still got my messages though. Like, they got kids. They got kids. They got, financial ties with another person, and things change, and you don't want to mess that up, right? Or you feel like you're obligated to that person, right? So I get it, you know what I'm saying? And love doesn't pay the bills. Have y'all seen the movie Love? Like I know there's a movie out there that talks about that, like love doesn't pay the bills or whatever, right? But it's something like that. Love don't pay the bills, but really genuinely certain men might be attracted to or with you, not with, but like have a wanting of being with someone else, and they can't. That I understand, because there's been situations where people have been through that, right? Like not everybody's with their soul person, their soul partner, the one that they actually desire to be with, right? Ultimately desire to be like they're not with their ultimate person that they truly desire to be with. I totally get it. you know but hey, life ain't fair. Y'all know I'm funny as heck. But for real though, it's true. Life ain't fair, and it just happens. I mean, hey, if you are a female that's going through a situation like that, like you're married to someone that you just like ill, like what did I just wasted like X amount of years, and I'm married to this person, and I don't even get the support or whatever I've been yearning that I once had, and it's gone, and now you're just stuck. Not really stuck, but you're like it's like a roommate situation, you know, I feel for y'all. I really do. I can't even be upset. Like, I really feel for y'all. And I would say for y'all in that situation, definitely take care of yourselves. For real. Like, you want to take care of yourself. I'm only speaking positive right now, right? Take care of yourselves. Make sure that you don't lose yourself in that relationship. You definitely want to make sure that you're still your own person, because that's going to be, especially if you're an American woman, definitely have hobbies and things outside of your relationship. You want to be your own person, right? So if you're in a relationship like that and you're like, man, I'm not feeling my significant other like that anymore, right? And you've been with this person for how many years? I would say, I don't know. You can get tired of a person really fast, right? Just make sure that you have your own life, right? Now, if you truly desirably love that person and you're like, okay, well, we've been together for X amount of years and we just continue to grow, great. You're on the positive side of the relationship. That means you actually are with your person and you're having a great time, right? Now, say, for example, you're not with the right person and you're married to them and you have so many ties with them, like you have financial ties, you have kids, you have this, you have that. What I would say is to definitely, you know, do the best you can to try to work that relationship out. I would always say, first and foremost, work on your relationship, because I mean, ultimately, I would say go back to the core of why you got into the relationship in the first place and go from that. So if you were intentionally did not have good, you did not have good intentions when you first got married, it's not gonna work, because your intentions in the beginning were you had one thing that you wanted to get, and okay, and now you're like, I'm stuck. Okay, well, that's your fault, because you walked in there without thinking about the rest. You only thought about that one thing. But a relationship is like a plant, y'all. It really is. Like, it's like a tree, right? Well, trees don't really need water. Well, they do, obviously. Don't listen to me. It's like a plant. You're watering your plant, right? Relationships are like a marathon. There we go. Better context. Relationships are like a marathon, y'all. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. Y'all want to take that to consideration. You are going to have to work on it a lot. It's a long journey. It's like you guys end up being like, friends and all types of things. Your person, your lover, it's a whole bunch of things, but there's different stages to that, right? And that's when you truly get to know a person and you actually get to learn a lot about yourself. To be truth be told, you get to learn about yourself. And it's crazy when you're actually with that person, you end up learning a lot about yourself that you didn't even think that you knew about yourself, which is so interesting, right? So take heed to that. So if you're becoming a better person with your person, then I guarantee you that's your person, right? But if you're going on a downward spiral and you're not growing, you're just not becoming a better version of yourself, then you're not with the right person, right? So take that as a heed when it comes to relationships, right? So that's why I say either being single is a good, it's like best of both worlds, because like I said, self-worth, when you know yourself, you know what you want, you end up going for it, right? You just know your core and this and that, whether you're in a relationship or not. And a relationship should not define who you are, right? And being single should not define who you are, right? You are you, you are you, right? So I mean, we all came into this world single. We didn't come in with a significant other, right? We were birthed by our mothers. I would hope so. But obviously, we were birthed by our mothers, right? And or however you were birthed, I don't know. But at least for us, majority of us, right? Birthed by our mothers, and we came into the world single, right? And if you have a belief in, God, your higher power, whoever you believe in, right? You came through your entity, right? And so that should be like the biggest thing that you are on focused on, right? So it's not about being in a relationship. The relationship is like an additive, but you are who you are because of who you are, and you want to continue being that. So whether you are single or in a relationship, it shouldn't matter, because at the end of the day, you are who you are, and that shouldn't change you. And if you're in a relationship, great, and it's making you better, kudos to you. That's great. That's an extra bonus, right? If you're single and you're doing great and you're having a good time and you're doing you, great. That's even better. So I don't see why being in a relationship or not is gonna make a big difference, to be honest. At least that is my opinion. I know everybody has their own opinion. This is my channel, so I get to talk however that I want to talk. So there you go. So whether you're in a relationship or not, that shouldn't be a big deal to you. You should just be you, do you, and that's it. Right? Now, if you're in a relationship, like I said before, if you're in a relationship with someone, right? Be committed in that relationship. If there's things that block certain things, still do what you want to do. I know, you know what I'm saying, but stay in that relationship for sure. Now, if you care about somebody, stay caring about that person. If you love somebody, stay loving that person, right? And don't get affected, And remember, we can only do what we can do for ourselves. We can only control ourselves, right? So that's why you want to have if you're in a relationship, you want to have a partner who you can truly trust, right? And that's not gonna harm you, bring you any harm, right? First and foremost. And you don't want someone that's gonna bring harm to you. Yeah, I'm tired. I'm tired. It's been a long day, excuse me. And I don't want to drink coffee. I always say that in every video. I'm like, if I'm tired, no, I'm not drinking no coffee, y'all. But if you are in a relationship and you are in a relationship, just stay committed, you guys. Like, for real, just stay committed. For real, stay committed. And if you don't want to be committed to that person and you're like, I'm done, but you have ties with them, like I said before, do what you gotta do what's best for you. To be honest, because at the end of the day, that's it. Your core values are the biggest thing, and that's that, right? And that's it. For me, I think that's how I feel about relationships, whether you're single or in a relationship. I'm still gonna do me. But the thing is, you're going to do you because it's your core value. Like, it's just how you are. And if that person that you're with doesn't really align with you, then it's a recipe of disaster. You might as well be single. So you gotta find that balance if you're in a relationship. If not, you're already doing you, that's good. And you just gotta trust, right? You gotta trust the process, you gotta trust certain things, and there you go. Those are barriers that you must hold. Like I said, that's why I said start with self-worth and figuring out who you are, and then go from there. Because if you don't really know who you are and what you like and this and that, if you just jump into anything, and then again, you guys, experience is a big thing too. Like, you gonna want to experience certain things in order for you to know what you want, right? Or to know, oh, this ain't it, you're not gonna detect red flags if you never really been through something, right? And again, ladies and men, you can't change your partner in order for them to be who you want them to be. They either are or they're not. Either they're gonna change because they want to change, or they're not gonna change and they don't care and they're just not gonna change. You can't change a person. Like I said, you can only control yourself. So if someone wants to be out here single and you over here being committed to that person, then who's to really blame? It's yourself, because you already know who that person is, right? And I know that probably hurt a lot of ladies and a lot of men, what I said, but it's true, you know? You can't change that person. You might truly love that person, right? And you're like, oh my goodness, I love that person so much. But, because I know it's true. I know a lot of us say that. Oh, everybody says that, right? You must love a person. Come on now. Everybody's been in a relationship and you're like, oh my God, I love that person. I don't know what I would do without him. For real, right? Y'all. Can't change nobody. You can only change yourself. You can change your situation. You can change your circumstances. Only you can change you. You can't control nobody else. So, if you know that, and if you know who you are, and if you're really confident within yourself, right? You know things are gonna work out for you regardless. Say, for example, you're in a relationship, blah, 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 and things don't work out. Guess what? If you're meant to be in another relationship, you will be in another relationship. If you put yourself in a alignment to be in a better relationship, then guess what? You will have a better relationship. You will be with someone else that's better for you. You see what I'm saying? So never take that for granted, right? So, hey, sometimes they say, a block is a blessing, right? Or they say, certain things don't work out for your better good, right? I'm speaking to those who are in relationships who are like, I don't know what to do. That's the message for you, If things don't work out, guess what? There's something better. I mean, come on now. Like, it's the truth. Are you going to keep going down the slope? No. If you're somebody who's continuously doing what you have to do day in and day out, and you're doing your thing, right? Obviously, you're going to attract something that's going to be better for you, since you're doing better for yourself, right? You attract who you are. If you are someone who is just a bum that cares about nothing, that just don't care, then guess what? You're going to attract that. Whether man or female or whatever, right? Right? Now, if you're somebody that's continuously doing what you have to do day in and day out, then you're going to attract who you are. You're going to get that person that you truly, truly, truly desire, right? So don't ever forget that. And if you're in a relationship and you don't feel like that is your person, guess what? Don't cry. Don't hesitate. Don't be sad. Just keep doing what you have to do for yourself, and you will find that person for you. And if you're with that person that you're supposed to be with, I'm not knocking everybody out. I'm just talking to those specific ones that feel like they're not in the right relationship. Now, if you're in the right relationship with that person, keep going. Kudos to you. Keep going. You found your person. Now keep going. Build on it, right? And you're gonna get outside influences. They're gonna be blah, 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 blah. They're gonna try to stop everything, right? Because when you're in a good relationship, guess what? The devil plays too. The devil's gonna play even when you're in a good relationship. Whether you're in a good or bad relationship, the devil's gonna be at work at all times. Even when you're single, the devil's at work at all times, y'all. Temptations and everything's out there. Duh. So it's everywhere. Everywhere. That's why I said self-worth is the biggest thing. Knowing who you are, truly knowing who you are, and knowing your boundaries and knowing your limits is the biggest thing, you guys. I'm telling you, whether you're in a relationship or not. Just saying. So that is my big. Y'all see, I'm at 29 minutes talking about this relationship stuff because it's true. I mean, hello, we're human. We have to have relationships around it, right? Different types of relationships, platonics, and friends, acquaintances, friendships, whatever y'all want to call it. You got family life, you got this life, you got fans, you got da-da-da, you got friends, you got this, you got I don't know how you roll. You got I don't know over here. I don't know. I'm not judging nobody. I'm not here to judge. This channel is a judge-free zone, so I don't really care what y'all do, right? whatever makes you happy. Again, self-worth and who you are, and you know who you are. So if you roll like that, you roll like that, then hey, kudos to you, you roll like that. You know, so I'm not gonna judge, but you know, some people have a certain way and some people don't. Some people believe this, some people believe that. That's why I said know who you are. When you know who you are, you attract your tribe. You attract who you are, you attract your people. Right? So that is my thing, right? What are the questions we got with relationships? So, do you ultimately believe in divorces? Of course I do. What the heck? Why would you not want to? Why would you want? Okay, this is the thing. For a man, I can understand. Let me be honest. For a man, I can understand why a man wouldn't want to divorce. Like I said, the burdens. I get it. You've been in a long-term relationship. You don't want to hurt somebody's feelings or whatever, right? But I also believe in divorces. I believe in why are you sticking into something? I see there's certain things and elements, right? Kids is huge. Kids, I'm telling y'all, kids, when y'all have kids, like when y'all truly have some kids, it's the kids are like they are your like everything, you know, and y'all want to take heed to that. Kids are the biggest thing. I can see why someone would not want to break up something when, especially when you have little kids, young kids. Yeah, I don't, you know, and you guys have like separate households and stuff. I can see why someone would say, but some people don't care. Some people just that's it. I'm done with you. I don't want to deal with you. We're gonna have two households. See, everybody's different. That's why I don't want to judge. You know. So, hey, best of both. There's people that stay in relationships and they have kids and they just stick it out until they're 18 and they out. And but the parents have an agreement to where, hey, you know, we're in one household. We're doing this for the kids, but I'm going to be with other people. I'm going to be with this other person and that's it, and leave me alone. If it has nothing to do with the kids, then leave me alone. You know, be cool, cordial for the kids. And yo, you know what's funny? Kids do know. Kids truly do know if the parents are truly together to be with them or if they're just doing it for the kids. And that's why I say honestly, just just separate, to be honest, because it's not even healthy for the kids to see that the family is just doing it for the kids. It's not even healthy. You might as well be in two separate homes, you know, like it's just I that's my opinion. You know, it's not healthy for the kids. It's my opinion. I'm just saying. I would rather have the parents see, you know, them living in two separate homes, have two separate lives, but still show that they love the kids, and they when it's family time, they all get together and they have family time, and then when they leave, they leave. You know, the kids don't need to see no arguing, no fighting, no bickering, and they don't need to see their kids. They don't need to see that because that affects the kids in the future, you know, when they see stuff like that. Like oh, it's okay to do that. No, it's not. But you know, to each his own. That's just my opinion. To each his own. So yes, I do believe in divorces. Okay. I do believe in divorces. Obviously. Duh. Why would they create divorces if I didn't, you know? It's a 50-50 chance a relationship's gonna work at the end of the day. Like, it's like a flip of a coin, you know? Heads or tails, which one are you picking, right? Yeah, let me bet on this relationship 50-50. Was it gonna work or not? And that's just how relationships are, right? And it depends, to each his own. Certain people, certain things, right? Yep. I think that that is the best thing when it comes to that. Just reading over notes. I feel like I've hit a lot of things when it comes to relationships, at least in my opinion and how I view things. Y'all got my gist now of how I look at certain things. What do I consider cheating? Oh, good question. What do I consider cheating? Okay, let's dive into this one. What do I consider cheating? Okay. Cheating is when someone else makes a commitment to someone else saying that they are their person too while they're in a committed relationship with you. That's cheating. That's literally saying, hey, I'm with you, but I'm with this person too. That's cheating. Because unless you're in like a situation in like around the world or whatever, and that's how things roll for you, that's nice. But over here, we don't do that. Like, there's no such thing as, oh, we're in a relationship. Let's end up being in another relationship, whatever, right? But when someone says that to someone else, like, oh, I'm in a committed relationship with you too, what? You might as well not be in a relationship with me at all. If you're going to say that to someone else, it's just a waste of time. Like, seriously, it's a waste of time. Obviously, it's a waste of time, right? I'm going nobody says that's a waste of time. How you gonna say you committed to someone and then you committed to someone else? Oh, do people not believe in like sexual transmitted diseases? Like, do people not realize that shit like that is real? Like, what the? I'm sorry, excuse my language, but what the f? That's crazy to me. Like, how are you? That's why I say, if you don't want to be with somebody, you can't. That's why there's so many things to go on to so many levels, right? And it's just a lot to talk about. It's crazy, but it's the truth. If you're with somebody, stick with that person. If you don't want to be with that person, let them go. I'm serious. I'm so serious. I'm not even joking. Like, this shit ain't even. Look at how many celebrities out here are getting divorces and stuff. Well, A is for the money too and the publicity. So I can't even use that as an example, y'all. Because it ain't even real type of stuff, right? Like real people, real working class people and what they do. I can't even relate to that because that's celebrity stuff and they do it for publicity, money, and ads and marketing and whatever they get paid for to do certain things to do that. Maybe the divorce was there for, oh, it's a publicity stunt or whatever. See, I don't even believe in stuff like that. Like, I don't even believe celebrity relationships are real because it's for a stunt or something. It's not like with us people on earth. For real. So but for real, if you're a real person, if you're in a real world scenario and you say, hey, I'm in a relationship with someone, but then you say, I'm in a relationship with someone else, and you're committed, and you're going in, day out, and you're like, that means you're getting cheated on automatically. If you're physically, doing what you the do's, right? Y'all know what I'm trying to say. And then you end up doing the do's with someone else, that's cheating. If you're entertaining other people and you're giving him your time, like I said, time is a currency. It's a currency that cannot be bought. So if you're giving your time to someone else and that's a very valuable thing, that's cheating. Hands down. I don't care what nobody says, yo. Why are you wasting your time with someone that doesn't want to be with you? Truly wants to be with you. You guys, it is at the point, like, we're at the times where we all don't have time to waste. At least for me, in my understanding and how I was raised and how I was brought up, I don't like my time wasted. Truly don't like my time wasted, and that is the truth. And I can detect, at least for me, when I feel as though someone's trying to waste my time, right? And so if someone knows that, right, it's like, okay, what the heck? Right? And I want you guys to get to the point where you understand when someone's trying to waste your time. At least for men and women both. Because that's truly, and again, you guys, I didn't get to where I'm at by no means necessary, just out of flip, like a flip of a hat, right? Or out of, cat in the hat, wherever you want to go. I kind of miss cat in the hat, you guys. The book is fun. But it's experience. Everybody goes through trials and errors, and I have to, obviously. So, human, hello. AI is fun too. Y'all know about AI. But everybody goes through experience. So you get to really know, you truly, truly, truly get to know a whole lot of things. And so once you go through that, you know what's for you and what's not, right? It's true. You get to really know what's for you and what's not. And hey, listen. If you're in the stage where you're like, you know what, F a relationship, I just want to be out here and be with a partner. You just want to be with a partner you want to have a good times with, you want to enjoy life with, and you just want to, you can trust them, they ain't out here wilding out, you know what I'm saying? And they're like committed, and they're like, your dynamics just different from everybody else's. Like I said, I'm going to go back to it again. I keep saying it. It's been 41 minutes and 31 seconds of this video, and I'm going to say it again. If you know your core value, you know who you are, you know your self-worth, your own self-worth. Nobody's going to tell you what your self-worth is. You know it for yourself. You don't need someone to tell you, right? If you already know that, and you know what you like and what you don't like, and what works for you and what doesn't work for you, then you can say scratch everything that, Alex Batty been talking about. And I'm gonna move how I'm gonna move, and that's exactly what I want to get to. Like, literally, I'm about to get out of here, y'all. I'm about to jump out of this video. But for real, do what works for you. That's the whole point of this video. I will say my opinions, right? I'll say what I say, right? But do what works for you. I do what works for me. It doesn't have to be the status quo or the what others want or what others see. I do what I want because I want to do it. Point blank, period. It doesn't matter what society says. You do what you want because you want to do it. And that's it. So once you understand that, you'll be fine. Trust yourself. That's the thing. You want to trust yourself. Society will be like, yeah, you need to do this in this certain way, in this certain order. And you can be like, excuse me. I follow my own way and my own. Especially if you know who you are, just do you, then do you, boo. Keep doing you. Who cares? That's what I'm saying. Like, if it makes you happy, do what you want to do. Truly, do what you want to do because it makes you happy. Not because someone else told you to do it. Or because society wants you to do this a certain way and meet this at a certain time or da-da-da. Why are you still single? Tell them to go jump off. I'm not condoning that. Don't say that. Just tell them to go jump off a trampoline. Go jump on a trampoline and then keep jumping on it. There you go. That's better. And YouTube, don't get me for that. I'm not condoning violence at all. When I say jump off a trampoline, go into a little, have a good time. Tell them to have a good time. Yeah, don't ban me. But for real though, that's it. So we had a good time, y'all. 44 minutes of relationship talks. Nice. I know y'all are gonna get back to this one. But do what you want. Do what makes you happy. If you're single, be happy. If you're in a relationship, be happy. At the end of the day, if you're not in a relationship that doesn't make you happy, get the fuck out. Get out. Get out. I'm just saying. We are in a short time, y'all. There's not enough time to, you guys, we're aging every single day. Does that not scare you that we are all aging at this second? We're getting older and older and older. So why would you not want to be happy? You know, we all are going to pass away sometime, someday. So don't you want to look back and be like, dang, I had a really good time. I didn't care what nobody said. ELX Buddy told me to not care what nobody says. That don't mean to do something that's illegal or anything like that. That's not what I'm condoning. I'm condoning good actions that make you happy. Okay? Keep doing that, especially in relationships. If you're at harm's way, you're not feeling good, you're not happy, why are you in it? Get out of it. You know? Do what makes you happy. Move on. You know? What makes you happy, satisfied, and what keeps you going. That's it. Don't hate. Isn't every video say that? Yo, this is crazy. Don't hate the messenger. Don't hate the messenger. Okay? Thanks, YouTube. Thank you, my subscribers. Oh my god, it was such a great episode. This was a great Q&A. Enjoyment. Okay. Well, I'm out. See y'all later. I'm gonna have to break this thing up. Maybe. Hopefully I can still have my 46 minutes. But I hope y'all had a good time. I had a good time too. I like talking about certain topics. Y'all drop your Q&As in the comments, okay? Let me know what y'all want me to talk about. I talked about relationships. I can talk more about relationships. It just depends on what questions y'all have. So let me know what else y'all got, and I will see y'all in the next one. Ooh, super excited. Y'all know this is very educational, and I always want to give y'all the best. At least in my opinion, I want to give y'all the best of the best and how I see things fit. And if you like what I have to say, then continue subscribing and liking. And if you don't like what I have to say, then you can move on, because there's 1,000 other channels y'all can go support. Y'all don't have to be out here trying to trash talk or hate on my comments or on my channel, because there's 1,000 other YouTuber influencers that y'all can go and listen to. You don't have to stick over here and bring your negativity over here. Okay, go somewhere else. Goodbye. Because me, I don't, like I say every video, y'all know how I say it, I don't care. I don't care. Right? So stuff like that don't faze me. I don't care about stuff like that. But anyways, see y'all later. Have a good one. Thank you for tuning into ELX Baddie featuring your L. Y'all know that. Namaste. Have a good one. Peace be upon y'all and y'all families. And see y'all in the next episode. Toodles. Namaste.